prime time.
Emotional damage.
That's right, emotional damage. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Phantasy Star Online 2. We're gonna jump right back into the story where we left off last time. Some minor announcements that I gotta make real quick before we start. And that is, let me get to the character select screen first.
Woo! Good morning, ladies.
Okay, no, that's not it.
I hate when the
No, anyway,
you are twisting your shaft right now.
There's the announcement. There's a real one. No, it's not. Anyway, so the announcement I gotta make, this is just mostly for people watching live. I'll be reducing my streams for the foreseeable future to 3 days a week because I keep thinking I'm gonna be able to catch up on the stuff, on like real life stuff that I had to put off for the Affinity Anniversary event, which is now almost 2 months ago, and I still can't. I keep thinking, okay, this week is the week I can finally get back to my regular streaming schedule, and then something comes up and I'm napping again. It just keeps getting pushed back. I got too much going on, so I'm gonna be reducing the streams to 3 days a week. But as soon as I feel confident that I will be able to regularly, without problems or scheduling delays, go back to streaming 5 days a week, I will. But not until I'm 100% sure that I will not have any more real life distractions and stuff that are holding me back from doing that. So for now, instead of just having an unstable schedule, I'm just going to reduce the number of days I stream to 3 days a week. I guess this also affects YouTube viewers too, because we're catching up. My VODs are finally about to sync up with YouTube. My streams are finally about to sync up with the VODs on YouTube. So after that enormous gap that was created from me not uploading any of the Rebirth, the FF7 remake or Rebirth VODs from last year until after I finished the entire game. The game was much longer than I expected, and so it created a huge gap between my current live streams and, you know, the VODs being uploaded to YouTube only going public once a day. It made a huge gap because of that. Because I didn't want to release the VODs in like clusters of 2 or 3 per day, or just spam the channel with a shit ton of them and give spam notifications to all the people subscribed. So yeah, but I think that's a testament to how consistent I've been this year with streaming. Because the fact that it didn't sync up sooner means I've been consistently streaming quite a bit. A lot more than previous years. Otherwise, that sync up would have happened a hell of a lot sooner. It would have happened a lot earlier if I had like taken a huge, like a month-long break or something, or even 2, like I've done before from streaming. It would have, like the VODs on YouTube would have caught up a long time ago. But I've been staying consistent because I really like doing this, and I've found myself with enough free time and certainty of this being something I really want to do, that I really enjoy doing, that I was able to do it a lot more consistently this year than in previous years. So I'm glad that it's only now catching up, basically, because it's a testament to that, to my consistency. But yeah, so for now, for those of you watching on YouTube, I guess this does kind of affect you because it's about to sync up. You'll only be seeing 3 videos a week for a while because I'll only be streaming 3 times a week. Because of what I said earlier, yeah. Because things have just gotten a little too busy, and I gotta prioritize other things in real life, unfortunately. I'd really love to just be able to keep streaming on the schedule I was on before, but you know how it is, responsibilities and all that. Anyway, that's it. That was the only announcement. I was hoping to keep that shorter, but you know, it is what it is. I had to add in some necessary details and it took a little longer than I wanted it to. Alright, we're in.
What would you like to do?
Nothing. Cecilia! Sorry, that name gives me PTSD because of, not really, by the way. Your name's Cecilia, it's fine. I'm just making a joke because there's a...
Which quest are you up for?
There's a squadron companion NPC in FF14 named Cecilia, who is supposed to be a conjurer, but like a healer, basically. And she absolutely sucks at it. Her AI is terrible.
Which quest are you up for?
What will I have to do for dailies later? Ruins? Okay. Cool. For now, let's get back into episode 6 and keep going. Alright, so we left off with these two main story quests, Home of the Failure and the AIS researchers, but we got a bunch of sub-stories that branched out from the last one we saw last night. We left out, or not last night, last week. Took the weekend off, obviously, because I always do. We left off on a cliffhanger. This huge storyline we've gone down for, like, we've gone down a rabbit hole of a story now with the job instructors, essentially, the advocates, I guess. For Hero, Phantom, and Etoile. Phantom and Etoile being the newest additions for episode 6. I don't know when they add Luster, but I guess that's a little later. Might even be post-game, who knows. Either way, we left off on a cliffhanger where they got into a... Well, what's his name? Mr. Edgelord over there on the right. Started a fight just to get the truth out of Lukat. Oh yeah, their names are up there. Kyokuya, sorry. Got into a fight with Lukat to try and get her to spill the beans on why exactly she disappeared and what happened years ago, and especially because they were under the false impression that she tried to kill them, and she has no idea what they're talking about. So the truth will finally be revealed. Let's find out. What's up? March 20th, 1100 hours. I think this is like 30 minutes after the last scene.
Luko, are you okay now?
Okay, we're listening. Just what exactly happened on that day 5 years ago?
I was in the middle of a mission when I saw an old building in the outskirts of the city area. It was abandoned, but it had this beautiful air about it.
I don't know what the voice director was thinking when they recorded her lines. They are way too quiet. Like, that isn't... Even I can barely hear with the music and everything. I don't know what's going on. The other two characters... Everybody else, literally. Every other character we've heard. They're fine, but her lines are ridiculously quiet.
I thought it might be nice to invite the two of you there as a show of hospitality and to have some fun.
I guess if you're watching or listening on mobile, though, where audio is a little bit more compressed, maybe it's fine for you guys. But if you're listening through speakers on a desktop like me, no.
So, I made invitations. I only wrote, "Come to the old building on the outskirts of the city," because I wanted the reason to be a surprise. Then, on the day of our outing, I went into the old building through the back door to surprise you guys. It was then that I noticed that, for some reason, the building was riddled with traps. I had no time to react and fainted from the shock of it all. Then, somebody took me away. So, you see, I don't know what happened after all that. When I came to, I was on Wopal, which was still not officially known at the time. I'd been taken to an experimental facility inside the void apparatus on the seabed.
Luther! It had to be him.
I was there for what seemed like forever. They made me fight these strange creatures as part of an experimental F-factor proliferation program.
Yep, that confirms it. It was definitely Luther and his fucked up research. He did this.
Wait, Void? That place was supposed to have been torn down 3 years ago. What happened to you after that?
The facility was completely automated to collect battle data. Even after Void was no more, I continued to fight, right up until I was rescued. Sometime later, Maria of the Council of Six discovered the experimental facility while conducting a search of Wopal, and rescued me. However, the things that I had been forced to fight endlessly were creatures created to test F-factor proliferation. When she found me, my body was already teeming with F-factor. I thought that was it for me.
Lukat, are you serious?
Maria told me that I was this close to turning into a full-fledged Fallspawn. If she had gotten there just a little bit later.
Damn it. Why? Why did something like that have to happen to you?
Oh, anyone really.
When I was working as a maid, I heard through the grapevine that there were unethical experiments going on at the Void apparatus. So I decided to investigate myself. They must have noticed me snooping around and sensed that I could become a problem.
You stuck your nose in somewhere where someone didn't like.
Locking you two in that building and setting fire to it must have been Void's attempt to get rid of any loose ends.
Well, that would make sense.
I can't believe I got myself, no, all of us, into so much trouble. I'm really sorry.
You're sorry? Void should be apologizing, not you! You did nothing wrong!
I still don't understand why you never tried to get in touch after Maria rescued you. Why did you wait until now?
Yeah, it's been 3 years from what you just said. What the fuck?
The extent of the Fallspawn corruption I had sustained was too much. Maria was worried that if Arx knew, they would dispose of me.
Oh shit, so they had to keep her hidden?
My fate wasn't totally sealed yet, so we decided to try everything we could to reverse it. I'm sure you know what we did next, right, Master?
Cryo sleep, like they did to me and Matoi?
That's right.
Oh.
Just like you once were, I was put into cryosleep. She said that we would use cryosleep, which was still in development at the time, as a way of clearing out the F factor.
So basically, after she rescued you, you pretended to be dead and waited, cloaked in darkness, until you were fully recovered.
What a weird vocal tone to use for that sentence.
Exactly. Fortunately, the cryosleep process was a success. And after 3 years, the purification process had finished. When I awoke, I was so excited to be able to see you guys again that I kept going with my rehabilitation treatment. But all of a sudden, I got scared.
Scared? Of what?
I was afraid you would shun me for being exposed to the Fallspawn corruption.
That's actually a pretty valid concern, yeah.
But that was really just me being a coward. Stratos, you were always so kind and would say, "You'll always be Lukat to me, no matter what."
Aww.
Anyway, that's about the size of it. Will you guys still forgive me? After everything I've told you?
Of course! It's not like you did anything bad, Luko. As far as I'm concerned, you're golden. Kyoki?
That means she's telling the truth. Yeah, I don't see why not either.
It would appear you succeeded in conquering a great fear that slept within the depths of your heart.
How poetic.
Not only that, but you put your trust in us. Told us the story straight, in your own words. If what you say is true, I can't scold you.
Thank you.
Luko, it's so great to have you back.
Aww.
It's great to be back. Thank you, Stratos. Thank you, Kyokuya.
This is so wholesome.
Hold up. Now it's Kyoki's turn to apologize.
Oh,
You
no.
did say some pretty nasty stuff to Luko back there.
Here we go.
I was only trying to extend a bit of hospitality, and give you guys a chance to finally make up.
So that was your show of hospitality? Extraordinary.
Do bullshit.
What?
What do you mean,
Thinking
what?
of the best way to make someone happy by understanding their true feelings. Brainstorming is the best way to soothe someone's sorrows by understanding their true feelings. One who can understand and put into practice the spirit of hospitality that embodies these ideals is the true meaning of the word maid.
Like a homemaker, basically. I make you feel at home.
Hyokuya, from now on, I officially recognize you as an honorary maid.
You really are an idiot.
What? You bastard!
Wait a sec, Luco. Since Kyoki's a guy, we should give him the honorary title of Mr. Maid.
I take that back. You're both huge idiots.
Son of a...
Kyoki, it takes one to know one.
Oh, damn!
In any case, next time the three of us should get decked out in maid uniforms and show off our hospitality skills.
Oh my god.
I'll pass, thanks.
Yeah, Stratus is like, I'm not doing that again.
Thank you so much for helping us, Master.
You got a little too hot and bothered when I complimented on her. She can't handle it.
Because of you, it looks like we'll get another chance at being a real trio again.
Yeah. Yeah, we did it. We got old friends back together and they're all lovey-dovey and nice to each other again. Yay. But it keeps going. The meaning of hospitality. Well, here we go. Look at these lifelike photos that they keep using. Really cool.
Oh, hi, Master. How have you been? Well, I hope.
Yeah.
Hey, Master. I've been thinking a lot recently about how to reach the pinnacle of hospitality.
Oh yeah?
Usually, you only have one chance to make an impression, so hospitality is all about showing complete devotion to the people in your care.
Yeah. Again, Pizza Maid does this pretty well. Damn, she lives up to her name. Yeah, I know I got it sappy last time talking about this, you know, but and I don't plan on doing that again now and going off on a tangent, but like, shockingly, she lives up to her name. Like, she actually does do that pretty well.
I believe that is the true essence of hospitality. You have to shine like a star and illuminate a path through any situation.
I think she's describing her. Do you know Pizza Maid? Do maids all have like a secret society where they all know each other and they talk about their work with each other and all that stuff, like behind closed doors and all that, or what? Like, obviously I'm like memeing, you know, I'm joking around and all that stuff, but there's a lot of truth. Like, I'm saying it because it comes from a place of truth. Like, the way I see, you know, Pizza Maid talk to her community on social media, Discord and all that stuff, like, yeah, she pretty much does this. I would think pretty much any content creator strives to do that for their community, especially like when you have something like Discord and all that. Yeah, she does it pretty well, so she lives up to her maid. She lives up to her name of Pizza Maid being a maid. She lives up to her maid. Huh. Well, maybe she has a maid of her own. I don't know.
But, personally speaking, improving my abilities is not the only thing I want to do when it comes to emphasizing hospitality.
I was just about to say she does. Pila Noa. Her original PSO2 character.
The person I'm serving may be somebody I don't know at all. I may not see them ever again. That's why every meeting must be honored.
That's a good way to put that, yeah.
As a giver of hospitality, I want to become like a guardian star, providing energy and courage as I shine with a warm, gentle light. The Étoile class was so named because it evokes the idea of a star. A hero fearlessly goes toe-to-toe with hordes of enemies, while a phantom brings down ferocious foes by striking at their weaknesses. An étoile draws upon the power of hospitality to fully leverage the pleasure of fighting alongside his or her comrades in battle.
And that's why they made the advocate, you, be a maid. That represents that pretty well. Yeah, the more she talks about it this way, the more it makes sense why she's the advocate for étoile. And we get kind of a glimpse into its playstyle too, without actually playing it ourselves. Or at least I won't. But yeah, I like that I'm learning about it just through this.
The nightmare of fighting alone for so long. I never want to experience that again.
True support class. Well, we'll stick together from now on. You don't have to fight alone.
My thoughts exactly. Kyoki plus Stratos. And you'll be there too, Master.
Yeah.
Besides, Maria gave me so many ideas and words of encouragement when I was working on the étoile class.
Oh yeah?
You could almost say that we created the class together. I can't drag Maria down by getting all depressed. All right. Let's get cracking. From now on, I'm gonna be the best maid and the best étoile I can be.
Hell yeah.
I'll provide the most passionate hospitality the world has ever seen. I'll be counting on you too, Master.
I won't let you down, Lucat.
Son of a bitch.
ARCS is preparing to fully mobilize for an assault operation on Mothership Shiva. All ARCS operatives should prepare for deployment immediately.
I'm not there yet. Hold on. I have to get to that part of the story. Shocking interview. Oh, we haven't seen them in a little bit. Let's see what Patia have to say to Lucat.
And a big hello from Patty of ARC's #1 news source, Patia. Today, we have a candid, no-holds-barred interview with Lucat,
Was they doing like a newscast?
advocate of the newly certified étoile class. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bam! It's quite a feat how annoying you can be from the very beginning. I'm sorry, Lucat. Would you humor us with this interview?
Look at this
I'd
dude.
be more than happy to.
Well, she's going with it.
Let's get down to business then. First of all, what do you feel is the most important in your daily life?
Well, to sum it up in a word, I'd have to say trust. As a maid, it's important to earn the trust of those I work for by showing them I'm right for the job. Take the way I dress, for instance. I think it's easier to trust someone with a job when they're dressed in clean, form-fitting attire.
Well, she's not wrong.
When I'm wearing my maid outfit, I can find my focus and work diligently, knowing it's the perfect attire for the task.
Yeah, from a psychological perspective, yeah, like, you look professional and you look like you know what the fuck you're doing. It does inspire confidence in the people who hire you, yeah?
Makes perfect sense to me. I think maid outfits are adorable. Don't you want to try one on, Tia?
Fucking everyone thinks that for some reason. I was saying that when we first met her. The maid fetish. It just, to me, it kind of came out of nowhere like 5 years ago. Because I think my ex was one of the first people who, like, in FF14 where we met, she would wear a maid outfit to like craft stuff. And I was like, what is with the maid thing? Because I had already kind of seen other people, you know, in maid outfits once in a while, like running around in FF14. I was like, what is with this weird maid fetish that just kind of became like it just became kind of popular, you know? And I was like, when did this start, I wonder? But I've always been kind of, you know, out of touch with, I mean, I barely started FF14 like 5 years ago. So for all I know, the maid thing became popular way before that. But that's just when I was first exposed to it. But it's lasted for a while, and, you know, this episode, what, came out in 2019 in Japan for this game? So maybe it was around that time when the maid thing just became popular? I don't know. It's cute and all, but I do wonder why such a huge surge in popularity. You know? Like, I'm trying to think of something else that's similar where I was kind of like, I wonder why that became so popular, but I can't think of another example right now on top of my head. It was just kind of a peculiar thing. I was just like, oh, that's interesting. I wonder why people like maid so much all of a sudden. Okay, so Patty said, makes perfect sense to me. I think maid outfits are adorable. Don't you want to try one too? I doubt she's gonna say yes.
What? I don't, no.
That wasn't a confident no. So she thought about it.
On to the next question. Tell us about some of your hobbies or special skills.
She thought about it. She considered it.
My hobby would be cleaning, and my special skill is making sweets.
Oh, that's cute. Can I try some?
Cleaning is a hobby for you,
Hole
huh?
in 3.
Wow, you and Tia would get along great.
For me, it's not a hobby. It's more of a necessity. Because you're always leaving messes everywhere.
So, like, why is it you enjoy cleaning so much?
She's just trying to dodge a fucking question, dude.
I enjoy the process of tidying and polishing an area until it's squeaky clean.
We're not dodging the question, but she's tried her best to ignore that statement. Just like, anyway.
People often tell me that my standards are too high.
Nah, I'm actually pretty OCD when it comes to cleaning too, actually, so I can't blame you for that.
If I haven't cleaned to my satisfaction, I will dirty the place up again to clean it properly.
Wait, what? Well, why do you feel you have to make it dirty again instead of just finishing up cleaning whatever was left to clean? Like, wait, that doesn't make any sense.
So you put the trash and dust back to clean it up again. Wow, like a perpetual motion machine.
That's kind of a sign of actual obsessive compulsive disorder. You might want to get that checked out.
It's not like that at all, idiot. Anyway,
Hope not.
what sorts of sweets can you make, Lucat?
I mean, Tia, she kind of made it sound like that's what it was. But, you know, that doesn't make any sense, so hopefully she didn't actually mean it that way. Why would you do that, you know? What sort of sweets can you make? Ooh, cookies?
Baked goods, mostly.
Yes!
I really enjoy thinking up my own recipes, but flavor and presentation have to be perfect.
So basically, yes to cookies, because it's a baked good.
That sweet aroma of freshly baked goods, people smiling when they open the box, and the moan of satisfaction when they taste them.
He's pulling his cock out!
You said it, the moan of satisfaction.
You are twisting.
Those are the moments I cherish. They just put me on cloud 9.
I mean, who doesn't?
I see. I see. You've got me curious about your original recipes. Spill the deets, sister.
Conversation is taking a weird turn.
I'm afraid they are a trade secret.
But we're just talking about food, remember, okay? Like, it's just, you know, we've all had mouth orgasms, you know, mouthgasms, or from how good something tastes sometimes. It's, you know, it's all it is, we're just talking about food.
Oh, come on. If you make them secret, that makes me want to know them even more.
She is an investigator, that's true.
Hey, chill out. Just because we're informants, that doesn't mean we force people to cough up their secrets. Everybody has at least one.
And what's yours, Tia?
Funny that you'd mention secrets, Tia.
There we go.
Because as long as we're on the subject, that maid outfit you... Ah! Good heavens! You just look at the time! That concludes our live interview with Luca, the new Etoile advocate. Bye! What?
And there she
Tia,
goes.
Stop! Don't pull me like that!
Those two are so cute.
Right?
Good talk, girls.
Yeah, they're definitely quite the pair. Man, now that we're winding down, You know, we're on the final episode. We just started, but still. I just had the thought, I'm gonna miss those two when this is over. I think there's a lot of characters I'll miss once we're done with PSO2, but those two are definitely the first ones that gave me that feeling just now. I'm gonna miss them for sure. Episode 6 is gonna be quite a ride. Because every time we, you know, do another cutscene, another mission, we get closer and closer to the end, and closer to that time where we have to say goodbye to everybody. Sag. Parting is such sweet sorrow. Bittersweet, you know? Anyway. Call sign from a friend. Usually this is how I get this feeling like when finishing any kind of like long form, you know, JRPG or an anime that I really liked. I rarely watch them, but when I do, if I get, you know, somewhat attached to the characters, which takes a lot for me, but usually prolonged exposure, like a really long story like this, will do that. I'll eventually get attached to some of the characters, you know. That always kind of happens when I know I'm near the end. Like if I'm watching something on Netflix and I'm like, oh fuck, we're almost at the last episode. Or usually like after it's over, I'm gonna be like, damn, that was a really good show and I really like those characters. I'm gonna miss that, you know? Of course, it's, you know, it's cool because it inspires you to want to go watch it again later, but still, it always is bittersweet. I think I first experienced that when playing through like Final Fantasy games as a kid. Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 8 really made me feel it. Yeah, FF8 made me feel it towards the end. Especially because of the ending. Because, well, this is a spoiler. If you haven't played FF8, now's your chance. So, I mean, the ending, here's a spoiler, has everybody like fucking partying, right? And just like having fun and like, because yay, we saved the world, you know, like you do at the end of every Final Fantasy game. We saved the world and now let's just party and have fun and, you know, enjoy each other's company and all that stuff. And you get to see all that. You actually get to see the characters in like a slice of life anime episode during the credits having a great time with each other and everything else. And it's just like, and then when it's over, you know it's over. Like that's it, it's the end. And it's just, you don't get to see any more of those characters. It's over. So that, I think that one was mostly because of how the credits go and everything, the ending, it just makes me feel that way the most for sure. It made me feel that way for the first time that I could remember when I was young. I was just like, oh, it's over. That's it. I don't get to hang out with these characters anymore. The story's finished, you know? And I know people, I know my ex also felt the same way to the extent that she never finished it just because she didn't want to have to say goodbye to the characters. She got so attached. She admitted that to me. She never finished FF8, at least back when, you know, I was with her. She said she never finished FF8 because of that. Because she just couldn't bring herself to, go through like the ending and finish it and end it because it would mean saying goodbye. Like she really enjoyed the characters as much as I did, essentially. And finishing the game would mean that would be it. It would be over. Of course, I could never do something like that because I want to know how it ends. I want to know how it ends. Like, if you just leave it unfinished, I mean, technically it's the same outcome. You don't see the characters anymore if you just leave it unfinished and then never come back. Then it's the same as if you would have just finished the game, except now you just don't get to see how it ended. The fuck's the point of that? I'm not doing that shit. I want to know how it ends. All Sign of a Friend was the name of this, right?
Greetings, Master.
Hi.
I'm Lucat. Call sign, Pale Nimbus.
Pale Nimbus? Where did you come up with that?
I got the idea from Kyoki. What do you think, Master?
Stratos is so tiny, man. I never really noticed until we were out in the desert, but now I see it every time we're like all standing together like this. Like Stratos is fucking short, dude. Like Leon is, without his boots on that he has now, he's my height. He's 6 feet. She's like, I mean, I know the boots he's wearing add like quite a few inches actually. They're pretty thick. I saw it in the character creator. It adds quite a few. I didn't count them how many centimeters it adds to his height, but it's actually a lot. It's more than I thought it would be. It's quite a difference. Which just means, like, dude, she's like right here, like not even, like barely to his chest. Like she's like my first girlfriend. She was like, every time I hugged her, it was like my chin would rest on her head. She was an entire foot shorter than me. She was 5 feet. I was like, that's what Stratos looks like. She's hella tiny. So pale nimbus, huh? That's a pretty nice call sign, yeah. I'd like to know what it means, but it, you know, sounds pretty cool.
That's
I like it.
Music to my ears. Oh my gosh, I feel a little embarrassed. It takes a lot of courage to use a call sign when referring to yourself. I'm still in awe of Kyoki's courage.
I don't think it takes a lot for him.
I still remember how Kyoki started to use his call sign back when we were kids. One day, out of the blue, he said, "From now on, call me Astra Prime."
Wait, what?
I was
never heard
honestly
that?
too shocked to ever actually call him by that name, though.
Really brings back memories. That was before my body developed acute photon sensitivity.
Yeah, I don't think I have ever been as surprised as I was when you became a cast. I thought you were just taking a break from school, and suddenly you were back as a cast. You were taller and got to graduate early.
Oh, there you go, Lantis. If you ever watch this, there's the implication of the cast lore we were talking about last time, a couple streams ago. So even as adults, or rather, I don't know what age they actually are. She's talking about school, right? So I'm assuming they were still like kids or teenagers. But even not as a newborn is what I'm getting at. Even at later in life, as you know, a teenager or an adult or whatever, you can still actually turn into a cast. That's interesting. Well, if it's because Risa made it sound like they just do it to newborns or whatever. So, but I guess you can just volunteer to become one then. But if you do, is it like a permanent one-time only decision, I wonder? They haven't really said that. So she came back as a cast, slightly taller from when she was human, and she got to graduate early. And it was a surprise to both of them.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Alright.
Yep. Usually people are assigned to become a cast at birth.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Cases of suddenly acquired photon sensitivity are quite rare.
Oh, so she was a special case because her photon sensitivity came out later, at whatever age she was at when she turned into a cast. Okay. So it depends on how much, like... It depends on whether that happens or not, photon sensitivity. Like, which technically all of us in ARCs we have some level of that. We're able to manipulate photons, but as I explained to Lantis before, because we saw this in the story before, it's when it's really high that they turn you into a cast, but that's usually detected at birth, but for her it wasn't detected until later. Or at least it just didn't happen. It didn't develop until later, so she didn't get turned into a cast until, well, later. Alright, that makes sense.
Despite the unusual circumstances, they took me right out of my old elementary school, and I was allowed to transform into a cast.
Allowed or forced? Was it your choice? You're making it sound like it was a choice, because she's allowed. Elementary school, so they were kids. They were tiny.
Pretty sure I'm the only one on record to become a cast while in grade school. At first, I was really worried that you and Kyoki would be afraid of me or wouldn't like me.
How can we not like you? Whatever happens, you'll always be Luca to me. Friends are friends, no matter what.
Oh, Stratos. That's what you always say. Even so, back then, after I became a cast, I felt like I almost lost the real me.
I mean, I'd feel that way too,
I
yeah.
love taking care of people. I just couldn't harden my heart for battle. Honestly, I was ready to give up. But then, you and Kyoki told me, you don't need to harden your heart. Just be yourself. Thanks to you, I pulled myself back together. Even now, I always carry with me the flower accessory that you gave me back then.
That's a blast from the past. I made it with the hope that you'd always be healthy and happy. Wait a sec. Didn't Kyoki also give you a gift?
Yes. You don't know this, but the gift that he gave me was my call sign.
Oh, wow.
Now I remember. You were completely stunned when he gave you a call sign as a present.
Back then, the call sign he gave me was Flowing Nimbus.
That's right. He was so upset that he couldn't come up with a better name. But hey, what about Pale Nimbus?
Yeah.
Kyoki and I came up with that one together.
That's really neat. Now I think I want a call sign too. Hey, maybe the three of us could...
I would be all too happy to oblige. From now on, you shall be known as Stratos, call sign Sapphire Flash.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Sapphire Flash! Oh, I could get used to that!
I concur. It sounds so gallant and dignified. Just perfect for you.
Came out of nowhere.
Well then, why don't we give it a go? Stratos,
fuck?
call sign Sapphire Flash!
That was a weird cut.
Call sign Pale Nimbus.
Here we go, the Power Rangers. Oh! Damn, I was too late on that one.
This is pretty embarrassing. Let's forget the call sign.
Are you sure? I think it sounds so cool. Oh,
Yeah, what happened? You had so much confidence. Leon's like, hello. I think she became self-conscious because of me. She was like, oh my god, why am I doing all this shit in front of him?
The assault operation on Mothership Shiva is now underway. This is the final battle. All ARC's operatives, please report to the quest counter for deployment.
I'm not at the final battle yet. Hold on. I still got like the entire 99% of chapter 6 to go. We barely started. Like seriously, in the main story, we've only seen like 2 cutscenes. I think this stream so far and all of last stream was literally just the sub story of those guys. And I know it's definitely not over at that point. We're probably gonna see more scenes with them later. But for now, they're like, alright, you gotta continue the main story to see more. Because obviously, later sub-story quests will probably have the context of whatever's happening later in the story, so... You know, to avoid spoilers, they... they space them out, of course. Oh yeah, that was interesting. I didn't know they were all gonna pose like that. I should have had my fucking finger over the screenshot button there. By the time I took it, I think Kyokuya had just disappeared. So like a true fucking ninja, he just dodged my screenshot. I was like, damn. Gonna have to go back and try that again later. I was gonna make a joke about them. Obviously I made like the Power Ranger joke right at the last second before they did the pose, because that's pretty much, you know, that's what came to mind when they did that. But I was gonna make a different joke about something else. It escaped me now. Right before they went into the whole like pose that they did. I was gonna say something else. I totally have lost it now. I don't know what it was. Like the Ginyu Force, the Power Rangers, whatever. Yeah, I don't remember. It was something along those lines. There was something else I was gonna say, but I don't know. Maybe it'll come back to me. It was something. It was more to do with why they were coming up with these names and shit. I can't remember. I just, it's right there, but it won't come back to me. It's just out of reach. Anyway. Alright, let's go down the list. Back to the main story. Alma the Failure. Hope she doesn't feel like she let us down or something. Back to February 15th, 1100 hours. We were all the way in like March or April with that sub-story line.
Huh? Alma?
Yeah, exactly. We haven't seen her in a bit.
Oh, welcome back, everyone. Can you tell me, is your meeting all wrapped up?
Yeah, you weren't there.
Are you okay, Alma? You don't look so good.
I really want to act tough here, but you got it in one. I
Yeah, you're not doing a good job at that.
Oogly. Kinda like how I used to feel after fighting. Memories. Maybe Shiva did something to me when she was here earlier? Nah, it's probably my fault. I bet that wall I put up to block photon absorption is coming back to bite me about now.
Oh.
You're not going to disappear, are you?
Don't die
Oh,
again!
no worries. It certainly is not that serious. I don't know if it'll heal, though. That sounds pretty serious.
Yeah.
No point in panicking. It'll heal in time. Slowly, but surely. Still, sorry guys. I don't want to disappear. So I'll be taking a break from combat for a bit.
You overexerted yourself. Just get some rest. I understand. Your health is more important. We got this.
Yep, you're right. I had better get some R&R.
We'll take care of Shiva. Don't worry. The AIS researchers. That's right. Who was it that told us we should pay a visit to this place? I can't even remember anymore. Somebody at that big meeting we had earlier. That was a couple streams ago now. It was last week for me. February 15th. Like a day later, I think? 1500 hours. Okay, so it's, you know, 3 o'clock. Well, 3 p.m.
The AIS researcher Sarah mentioned should be somewhere around here. Excuse us.
That's strange.
New waifu again? Only time will tell.
Eureka! That's it!
I like her hair though. It's interesting. That color and style go well together.
Ah, shoot! That kills her ability. Oh, if I use a little bit of you-know-what.
Whoa!
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's going on here?
Hello.
Oh, I get it. Dang, I can't believe you actually came.
Also, she was
Glad to
expecting
make
us.
your acquaintance. I'm Ludmilla from R&D. Thanks for coming, Guardians. I'll get straight to the point. Could you do some testing for me? Real combat's fine too.
Yeah, she's got some very large memories.
Hold on, Ludmilla. We have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm talking AISs, obviously.
What the
I'm
fuck?
in charge of remodeling them. The basics are already taken care of, and they're ready for space combat. Still,
Oh, we're gonna have
this is
that,
kind
huh?
of a rush job, so I'm not sure about other use cases just yet, hence my need for operational data. Anyway, that's why I sent in a request to General Affairs for capable pilots, and here you two are! Which leaves one last step to tackle. Are you ready to get started? You know what they say, time waits for no one.
Oh god, this is turning into
The
Gundam
generic
now.
fuselage is good, I think. Yes, that should work. So maybe I should secure the module for ease of operation. Depending on output levels, by the time we are done, even citizens might be able to pilot one, assuming G-force doesn't squish them. Maybe it would work better if
Good
I
point.
enhanced the seat safeguards. I had better run all the numbers on how much that'll cost.
Can't put a price on safety, right?
Operational data? So she wants us to pilot AISs?
Yeah.
Oh, not sure I have what it takes.
Get in the mech,
What are you
Shinji.
so worried about? After all, I heard you used an AIS in that fight against Apprentice before.
True.
This is for the sake of ARCs, the future, and most importantly, my research. So hey, no pressure.
I didn't actually get to use one. I killed her. Well, I defeated her without that, but
I
yeah.
suppose that we may as well give it a try. It was a request from Sarah, after all.
Yeah. Alright, Matoi. Wifey. We're about to become mech pilots, I guess. We're going Gundam Wing in this motherfucker. Countermeasures and preparation. Mech anime for this episode, for this final episode. February 17th, 1000 hours, a couple days later.
Welcome back, you two. Sarah had you visit our main AIS researcher, right?
Yeah, her name's Ludmila.
Oh, damn, I want to say both. She's really obsessed with her work.
Not in a bad way or anything, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Every extraordinary member of ARCS has a quirk or two, including you guys.
Yeah, I know. I'm one to
She's
talk, I
the
know.
one who immediately suggested that we start remodeling them for space. And she was able to make this happen in no time. You never know when a genius like her is going to pop out of the woodwork. Makes things interesting.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Well, what have you been up to?
Mostly trying to find Shiva's location and account for contingencies. ARCS always had an informational advantage when facing the Fallspawn. We could track their position, and then could predict a Dark Fall's arrival. But this is different. Our opponents have the informational advantage this time. We need to be prepared mentally and physically for anything that might...
Joe?
The fuck was that?
Damn, are we that outclassed here?
What the hell just happened?
Joe?
Emergency! Dimensional distortion detected! We have hostiles!
Well, they weren't gonna wait forever, were they?
They've appeared inside the mothership! I repeat, hostile presence detected within the mothership!
That's why he freaked out. He sensed it first. But yeah, they weren't gonna wait around forever. I mean, for us to come up with some strategy to fight back against them, of course they're taking the offensive now.
There's no need for calculations. Simply crush the head, and this is over.
She's going for a quick kill on this. He's no-scoping. End of chapter 0. See? I mean, how do we resist demise or whatever? Chapter 0, that was basically the prologue. We're already being invaded. Like, we didn't even fully start the episode yet, and we're already on the brink of death. She's in the mothership about to kill us. Mothership invaders. This is 10 minutes later. 10:10 a.m. Same day, obviously.
We're off our intended coordinates. Invading directly might have been a touch greedy, I suppose. So it goes. May as well savor a little destruction on the way.
Stop right there! Your invasion ends here!
Faster than expected. Did you actually manage to predict this? flawed simulacrum. We've come this far. May as well grind arcs under our heels.
Jesus.
Varuna,
Ruthless.
Mitra.
Yes.
Let's make this a contest to see who can dispose of the most trash. Use any method you like, but make sure to track your score carefully. No fudging the numbers. They're both so serious. I really must teach them to loosen up. I know you're watching, flawed simulacrum. And I'm sure you know what these are. I'm wishing all of Arcs the best of luck. Let them know, won't you?
The merciless slaughter of Arcs is just a game to her. Why wouldn't it be, though? Being the profound darkness in her and all, it's just like a being of pure malice, as Alucard put it. Goddess's Prelude. Well, here we go. Our first fight. 10 minutes later again. 10:20. Same day.
Attention all ARCS ops. Hostiles detected within the mothership. These readings are unbelievable. Stay sharp and stay together. It'll take time to get the radar back up. All personnel, coordinate and watch your surroundings. The 6 will be joining the fight. Work together and avoid fighting solo.
Sierra, have you heard from Shell? There's no response. The messages are being blocked. I'm detecting a new hostile presence similar to Falspawn within the mothership, as well as the trio that attacked the Ark ship the other day. We couldn't sense them at all last time, but now it's almost like they're announcing themselves.
It'll be okay, Sierra. We'll manage somehow.
It's fine, Matoy.
Yeah.
Everything's gonna be alright.
You'll have my full faith and support, Guardians. And that's my job, after all. My functions are limited due to the damage to the mothership, but I'll do everything I can to help.
Episode 6, Chapter 1. The demise brings despair. To end in despair. Yeah, I expect this to be pretty dark. Matoy says, Leon, hurry, we have to help Shao. Yeah, I completely forgot. I think I don't have to feed this thing specific things anymore. It's at max level now. There. Alright, let's go, wifey. We got this. This is the first time I've laid eyes on this enemy, Leon. Don't get careless. Thank you, wife. My love. Shit. I've never seen this one before either. The last enemy was strong too. Stay on your guard. All new enemies that were being funneled somewhere. I'm okay. Let's go to the next area. Don't overexert yourself, Matoy. This is 40 minutes later. 1100 hours. Get his ass, Matoy.
What are these things? I've never seen anything like them.
They're remarkably durable.
Yeah. And the way they respond reminds me of Shiva. It's like our attacks have no effect. Like they're being absorbed.
Exactly, yeah.
Let's go.
Maria's here.
Maria, watch out!
Ah, you too. Thanks for the assistance.
Where is everyone?
I was looking for them myself. Glad I found you first, though. And you're worth the most points.
Oh, shit!
Don't be fooled. That's not Maria.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Xena? Oh gosh, you're hurt.
Holy fuck.
Oh, you're quite the tough customer if you manage to withstand that.
That is a deep gash.
The real Maria hits harder. Your impersonation sucks. So give it up already, you fake!
I'm surprised to hear that. My mimicry is perfect.
You were with Shiva, but you can copy appearances?
I am Mitra, the 20th. Goddess of deceit. I exist to impersonate.
She touched me earlier.
And she touched me just a moment ago.
Suspicion kills. When people doubt each other, it's hilarious.
Oh, so she plays Among
From
Us.
now
Great.
on, you'll always be suspicious. Your friends may not be your friends. I've seen it time and again, and I'll see it once more. Here and now. Deceit kills.
Ha! Thanks for breaking that down for us. Sounds like putting you away will end this whole charade.
You're all worth big points. Enough to win me the game.
Points?
We're seeing who can kill the most of you. I'm behind, but not for long.
Quit messing around! We're not toys for you to play with.
Why the anger? You treat Falspawn no differently. How does it feel to be hunted this time around? As they say, you reap what you sow.
She's not wrong.
If I turn into you, will I understand how you feel? You're stubborn. This is less efficient than I thought. I'll only fall farther behind. So, I'll actually try.
What?
Zeno!
Did his sword just break?
Huh? You're still not dead? Oh, I get it. That weapon's the same as us. No wonder it was so tough.
The same as them.
But it won't matter if I kill the wielder.
Whoa! What is this? Looks like a critical situation here. Just perfecto.
Another waste of time has arrived, I see. Whatever. I'll get points somewhere else.
Zeno, are you alright? I'll heal you.
I'm fine. I can still.
You're not okay.
You can insist on acting tough all you want, but we can't drag you around all day. If you don't want to end up as baddie points, you better get out of here. Or would you rather I sped up the process?
Risa!
No, she's right. With Nanaki in pieces, I can't help anyone. They mean business. I'm not sure if even you can beat them. It isn't really my place to say, but watch yourself.
I'm sure you know this, but Shiva's much stronger than Little Miss Copy Girl. You both might want to head back.
We can't turn our backs on everyone.
Well! I'll go along with you then. To be honest, it's not like I could enter Central Command on my own anyway. I was thinking of breaking and entering. I guess it's a good thing I found you guys first.
You can't just go around breaking stuff, you know?
Why not? If I don't do it, the baddies will just take care of it for me. See?
Come on, we have to hurry.
She's so fucking unhinged. It's fitting. I feel like something fun's waiting up ahead. Quickly, let's go further. Risa's going on ahead if you don't move. Alright, Risa, calm down. Holy shit. I'm interested to know why Nanaki is supposed to be like them, though. Nobody questioned that, but I feel like that's gonna be very important and relevant later.
Shiva, Goddess of Annihilation, has been defeated! We did it! And all because we were united as one! Excellent work! And welcome back, Guardians!
Beating these baddies is fulfilling and super fun. I'm so excited! Natalia says, Risa hasn't changed a bit. Nope. Why would she? What's scary is that both her and Harriet are on the same page, basically. What the hell is that? That was cheap, I couldn't even move. Latoya says these enemies are even stronger than the ones before, Leon. Look out! Lisa says, what? It's over already? That's not enough for me. Okay, so shall we go further? Oh god, I hope I didn't turn myself around. I can't use the radar to orient myself. 1200 hours. About an hour later? From everything that happened before.
By the way, how can you track the enemy's movements, Risa?
Good question.
By actually using my eyes! Huh? Everyone in ARCS relies way too much on photons. Even more than their own eyes. You've used radar to attack invisible enemies before, right? It's like that. Same deal. Everyone thinks they're using their eyes, but they're really sensing baddies via photons. But these baddies have photonic camouflage. And on the flip
It's
side,
like Kuna.
they can read our photons loud and clear. No wonder you can't keep up. So in a kind of obvious conclusion, there's not much we can do.
Then we'll never be able to fight them on equal footing?
Find some tech to get around their camouflage, and you'd be able to sense them like usual. There are other people in ARCS who fight without having to rely on photons all the time, you know?
Does she mean...
I'm not entirely sure. Oh, Sarah's here.
She's arrived. Are you alone, young lady? Based on these photon readings, I doubt you can face me alone. You underestimate me.
We'll see who's underestimating who.
Could it be you're not using photons?
There's the answer.
Exactly. I don't have any photons. And I don't rely on sensors. Your ability to absorb photons is useless against me. Never thought my handicap would give me the edge. But here we are. I'll never forgive him for what he did. Luther deserves a little credit here.
Oh, shit! Take her ass, Sarah!
Now, what did you just say, young lady?
What about Luther? Or about being matched
I
up with
heard
you?
you correctly.
Oh.
A most fascinating name escaped your lips just now.
You took an interest in Luther.
What is she? This is messed up!
A commendable effort. But human effort doesn't count for much. Dust in the wind, or dust on the ground. When it comes down to it, that's the only difference between you and the masses. I was destined to rule the universe from the moment I was born. Because I am the universe.
So am I.
Rule the universe? How arrogant can you get?
Your understanding is not required. You die here, either way.
Is this an ARC ship independent operating code? Why now? Wait! Impossible!
Shao!
Hey, you okay, Sarah?
He came to save his girl! His woman!
Shao!
And he's dead.
Now this is a surprise, but all you've done is save me time.
Go!
Holy shit.
Shao! What were you thinking?
Good thing I made myself bigger. Really helped me get in the way there.
Oh, don't tell me he goes out like this.
Out of your way for me!
I know, it wasn't logical. But once I realized what I had to do, my body moved on its own. Guess I've become too much like mortals. And like a mortal, I'd appreciate a little nap.
Shao? Shao! Shao!
The head has been crushed. Now I suppose it's time to move on to the hands.
He's really gone, just like that? Finally.
Well aware!
Oh, and Theodore?
Sorry we're late. The adjustments on this thing were brutal. But I understand the gist of it. Like how crazy strong she is.
Glad to see you could make it in person, Admiral. Do you truly intend to oppose me with that mechanical doll?
Nope. That's not what I'm here for.
With my authority as Admiral, I hereby activate Code Abyss. All ARC's personnel withdraw. This is a compulsory warp. Hereby abandoning Mothership Shao.
He was holding back tears.
They certainly know how to make an exit. This may prove more challenging than anticipated. You did well to restrain yourselves.
You seem to be enjoying yourself.
Is it okay to let them escape?
It matters not. Let dust dance in the wind. Still, they seem to be avoiding me, so I hardly managed any points.
Oh.
Fighting them was inefficient. Varuna wins this match.
I simply managed to find a particularly untidy area.
Well then, as a reward, I leave the pursuit up to you.
Very well.
Guess I'm on watch duty. Boring.
You'll have your chance soon enough, Mitra. I promise, we aren't anywhere near finished with them yet.
You know, he wants to take her time torturing us. He took over our mothership. 1400 hours. A couple hours later.
Oak, why?
Why did we withdraw?
Because I knew you'd react this way. Between the mothership Xiao and you guys, I chose you guys. And I have no doubt that I made the correct choice. Xiao would have done the same thing.
She's really gone just like that.
You are the one who is connected to Xiao. You are Sarah, right? Are you able to see me now? Who are you? I'm Oma, the first Claris Craze. I was here when you came here before, but you couldn't see me. But now you can see me, though. Do you understand why that is? Because of Xiao's power? Yeah, that's right. Xiao's power is inside you. He's sleeping within you. He is way too much for your vessel to handle, though. If he were to wake up, it would destroy you. That is the reason he is sleeping.
He's not actually dead then, but...
Wow. So... that's what happened, huh?
He really meant he had to take a nap. Did she just...
Pull it together, everyone! Sierra, why do you think Xiao gave you full permissions? You two! If you died back there, we'd be finished! You've got to look at the big picture!
Jesus! Yes, ma'am!
That's what Xiao would say. I can sense his feelings bubbling up inside me. And he'd also say, it isn't like you to give up without a fight.
You're right. He would.
Yeah, Xiao hated losing.
Yeah, he would say that.
Sierra, can you contact the other ships? How's everyone doing?
Right! Ships currently operating under independent calculations.
We've received word on Ark's situation. The ships are scattered, but the 6 are confirmed alive.
That's good.
Operators are verifying the number of survivors. We'll know the full situation in an hour.
Xiao predicted this would happen. He transferred his authority in stages, so Arcs could operate without him. Unfortunately for you, Xiao, it's a little early for retirement. Sierra, change our course. We're heading for Amduskia.
Why are we going there?
It was the last thing Xiao told me. Head to Amduskia.
Ah, that's what he whispered to her.
There must be some kind of key there. Something to help us out.
That was a cool shot of all of them. I think I might have been late on that. That look of determination. And that's the end of chapter 1. The demise brings despair. I'll say, holy shit, this episode is off to a hell of a start. It's not wasting any time, dude. It just came out swinging. Like, that shit went from 0 to 100 real fucking fast. I mean, even at the end of episode 0, you know? Which was only, if you just do the main story, it was only like 3 scenes. It was like 3 or 4 scenes. It just immediately went into the action. Like, that was crazy. Yeah, that's it's the best way I can put it. It was overwhelmingly crazy. Like, they came out swinging. It's just fucking nuts. And the overall vibe, they're doing a really good job so far. Like, when comparing it to like the final episode of FF14 before they decided to milk it, you know, when comparing it to Endwalker, essentially, is what I mean. Yeah, yeah, they're starting off pretty strong. I like it. They're not holding back. They're not pulling any punches. Like it, the whole vibe immediately got really dark and serious real quick. And they made it pretty clear that, you know, everybody's on the chopping block. Per se, like Xeno's got Xeno got fucking well, he got fucked up. He got injured pretty badly. Shao almost died. He might as well have, basically. Like, he's not technically dead, but that was pretty damn close to being dead. Yeah, it's just, that was a lot. Like, I can't even really get my thoughts together to say anything. Like, this shit got crazy pretty fast. I can see what Alucard meant a long time ago when he said that shit gets dark later. He was definitely talking about this, I feel. I kind of felt that way when he said that, when he dropped that hint after, it was very early on in the story when I was just trying like new things that the game was like recommending, and I think I had a task to complete just any urgent quest, which I was very underleveled and underqualified for, but the game didn't tell me that. And he carried me through it with his male character, Ashin. And then he said, but see, this is probably a good thing, so I'm not going to look back at the VOD, obviously, because then it'll be a spoiler. I forgot which one we did, so again, probably a good thing. But he dropped a hint saying that I got a glimpse of the future and that things got pretty dark. And I can see things heading in that direction. But it picked up real quick. Like I said, they're not wasting any time. This came out, this episode's coming out swinging hard. So I'm excited. I like that. So we finished episode 0 and we finished episode 1 because it was just pretty much that one quest battle, but it was a lot of cutscenes, so, you know, very good story development. It was a good chapter. Chapter 1 of episode 6. That was good. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. This is kicking off pretty good. I'm looking forward to the rest of this episode. It feels like they're gonna do a good job at sending this game's storyline off pretty well. It's giving me the same vibes that I would get when I'm watching like the final episodes of a really cool anime that I liked or something. I don't know why my mind always comes back to this, but specifically I remember like Better Man, for those who know that anime. It's an old one, I know, but it's like mostly I kind of want to rewatch it, honestly. Even though I never watched it religiously enough to watch like every single episode, I remember almost every episode that I did watch left an impression on me. But towards the end in particular is what I'm getting at, because I don't want to ramble too much. Towards the end in particular, it gets really fucking dark and serious. And well, I don't want to spoil anything, but it gets pretty fucking dark. Let's just say that. The whole series has a couple creepy moments, but that's not what I mean. It kind of gets like this. Is what I'm getting at. So the vibe was similar to this. It just gets really really high stakes, I think is the best way to put it. It gets really high stakes, which is how a lot, and this is why I kind of compared it to FF14 as well, because that's how it felt going into Endwalker too. For FF14 storyline, the lead up into Endwalker was very much, you know, kind of like this. It was like the beginning of this episode so far. It felt like things were getting really really dark and high stakes, and it made sense because it was supposed to, you know, we were going into it with the mentality of it's the final episode. I mean, they told people ahead of time, we decided to keep the game going, it's gonna keep going, like, you know, but they still said this was where we had, you know, originally intended to end things like an expansion or two ago when we thought the game wasn't gonna keep going any longer. So they still wrote it with that in mind. That's why it's, you know, the episode came out being called Endwalker. But yeah, so yeah, some very similar vibes. I like it. It's very good. Like our the villains have the heroes on the back foot. A very stressful and desperate situation. Hence, you know, the demise brings despair. The name of that chapter. Really good. Really good start. Alright, so that's it for me for now. We went over by 30 minutes. And I gotta get going. But yeah, we'll continue this on Wednesday because it's Monday. I plan on streaming Monday, Wednesday, and Friday as of now. Like I said at the beginning of this stream. 3 days a week, and those are gonna be the days. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So we'll be back to continue this on Wednesday. And yeah, hopefully it won't take... I think it'll be like a month or two, probably. But hopefully soon I'll be able to catch up on things that I need to catch up on and actually be able to go back to 5 days a week again. But for now, yeah. 3 days a week, 1 hour a day. So 3 hours a week, essentially. That's all I can do for now. It is what it is, but we're just gonna go with the flow and see what happens. Alright. Thank you all very much for watching. I appreciate the support across all platforms. I appreciate it very much. Please take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Don't die. And until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and good night. I will see you all then. Peace. It's too bad we don't get a unique background and music like in episode 5. Too bad.
You son of a bitch.